So, they just released the PvPvE game mode in BRM5. Based off of what I have played, I'll show some clips here. It is basically just standard zombies, but you can shoot each other, and everyone's a survivor now. And as a prerequisite, they just announced it. It is a very bare bones game mode, so it's not very fleshed out, and I'm sure it will be in the future, but as of now, it's basically just survive and extract. So, let's go over the basic gameplay stuff. In essence, it is basically identical to PvE, except 1, there are no quests, 2, there are no operators, and 3, it is PvP, obviously. So, as normally, you spawn in as a survivor, that little tutorial pop-up comes up, and then you are basically just in, and you have to survive. Now, here's where it gets a little different from PvE. The extract system. So, instead of you being able to find a C-cell to extract, or relying on somebody else to find a C-cell to extract, extraction helicopters will come in at night instead. The way to find those is, obviously you will hear the rotors throughout the city, but also if you listen carefully, at the beginning of the night, when the sun goes down, you'll hear a flare pop. See if I can find anything else. Well, hiding might be the move. I want to see what happens, see if anything moves at me. Ooh. So, once you hear that, then you can just start running immediately over to the extraction helicopter, and it will just be hovering over the point. And from there, once you run to it, and you're within a certain distance, so like generally right under it, you'll immediately be extracted. And once you're transported, you'll be greeted by an extraction score screen. And after that, you will find yourself at the hideout, which is situated in this suburban area rather than being in the city with all the big offices and apartments and stuff. It acts pretty much the same as any other extraction game. And in this hideout, you have a stash. When you look at it, it actually says level 1 stash, so that implies you maybe will be able to level up in the future. But right now, it doesn't look like there's any way to level it up. And then next to it, there is a place where you can sell stuff. It's pretty self-explanatory. You can just go over and interact with it, and then you'll be able to sell stuff from there. You'll notice that you'll see the value of the items as you loot them in your inventory or in other loot boxes. And obviously, price generally goes up as the rarity increases. And on the other side of the road, there are 2 whiteboards as leaderboards, which are sale value and extraction score. I'm not sure if they update in real time. It didn't look like it when I was in that server, but yeah, it's pretty cool to see something like that. And the last thing is that there are no NPCs anywhere. No friendly, obviously, and there are no enemy NPCs either, so you won't encounter any enemies that aren't zombies or other players, so bandits and sheepdogs are simply not present at all in PvPvE. Overall, I do think it's pretty neat. However, I do see it as becoming potentially bland after playing for a while, but again, it's in this alpha stage, so there's still a lot to be worked on. I do think that this is a good game mode that will probably flourish for a little while, and on top of all that, they are still working on it, obviously. As for example, in this announcement, you can see that they are working on a body armor system, so I'm sure we'll get plenty of stuff in the future, and I think this game mode will do pretty well. I had a lot of fun with it when I played. And yeah, that's all I have for today. I'm working on another video over Thanksgiving break. I can't really confirm whether or not it'll be done by Thanksgiving, but it's in the works, and I'm putting a little bit of effort into it. I'll see you later.